Welcome guys to another edition of Push to Talk. I'm here with the crew, RJ, Urandus, Paramedic, and Falhan Miss Warden. Just say hello to the guys. You guys there?
Did I make it?
Yeah, we've made it.
Yeah.
Hang on, did you just refer to me as the crew? So I'm officially part of this show now. I've elevated from guest to still not getting.
Think I got here?
I feel you as part of the crew.
I got the ping out, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you
I think I got here. I just kept showing up, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess Urandus is coming on."
Right. That's what happened to me. Like, I got asked to talk about the election one time, and they haven't let me out of the studio since.
Yeah, you're just kind of in that back closet. Just
yeah.
He's in the back closet with our oldest member.
Right. We don't have any of the people who were on here who asked me to be on the show either. Like, Eric's not here. I don't know what happened to.
Yeah.
Caleb. I mean, yeah. That's.
Well, I mean, Caleb's taken a proverbial walk off the map. Like, I don't know where he's been for a long time. I know he's still about because he still logs in and still playing games.
I hope he's not in this Keepstar right now that is about to blow up.
Oh, yeah, good fucking point.
Oh, hey, speaking of...
getting close.
Para, guess what I brought in today? I'm wondering if you have yours as well.
What do you have? What do you... Oh, you got... Of course, my salt lamp is glowing right now because of last night, actually. I would have thought it would have been this Keepstar, but take a lick, and that's blue ball salt there. That's made you form, guys. How's that go? We made you form. Nice. The nice thing about that, in my opinion, I promised the hottest takes, right? If we don't go out and they all form, they don't get anything, right? And if we go out and they don't form, we get to kill structures like Keepstars and stuff. Now I know that's like, oh, we get to, right? And it's if it's a Fortizar or an Astrahus or something, who gives a shit, right? But whoring on a Keepstar is making my horrible kill board look really good if you just look at the top portion with the numbers.
Scroll past all the jump freighter losses that you have.
Don't look at that shit at all. It's like, lost 400 million, killed 1 trillion, right? It's great. I look fucking amazing. If you just don't look any further than that, right? It's like one solo kill. 100% gang kills. It's great. Good times. This thing might live. Might live.
I have a tape to crash.
Yeah, it's not blown up. It could be saved.
We don't even have a catchy title for this podcast this week. Can we have European Storm Edition?
Well, I was wondering about sort of like Keepstar Kill Edition, but the greatest thing about Imperium is the ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. We love doing it for some reason. So it's like,
we're going to try to undeploy, and there's going to be Sino-jammers from here until 6 or 7. We're going to have to gate the supers back, probably.
So here's what's going to happen. We're going to get the Keepstar down to 5%, and then in an idea, because we're going to want to extract early, get the big toys off, right? And so we're going to start jumping out everything. But no one's going to stay behind to kill it.
Right, nobody stays behind. It's like just me plinking at it with this raptor. Pew!
I'm pretty sure that's happened once on the game of Solve, where they got down to 5% as soon as they had Intel sitting on the final node.
Yeah, it probably...
And immediately swung back to the defenders.
I mean, it's pretty much the score, right? We're bad at the game, and... that happens. That's just how life is. So,
it's always how life is, man. That's how life is different to movies.
Right. One thing we are good at: hell camping. I love test. I love Brave, Legacy. You guys, we're besties now, right? Like we're besties as a whole. I've got a ring. I think like a if we put them together. Yeah, if we put them together, it's got like half of it is like a
half broken heart.
B-Rex, a little B-Rex thing, right? We put the head onto but a week, not bad. Not bad. Hell Camp, not a bad Hell Camp. What was
Not a bad Hell Camp.
We've done a couple months, right? I mean, in recent memory, like 3 months. So there's room for improvement. There's stamina to build, right?
It was a 28-day Hell Camp.
28-day Hell Camp, right? So 4 weeks. You do. Just we need more practice. Like Legacy needs more practice. I get that. So we'll try to give it to them, but PL is going to have to undock again, and I think they're like traumatized from the last time they did.
Yeah.
So chat wants to know the percentage on the Keepstar for all the boys and girls.
Percentage is 20.
I'm not close enough to see it, so
20%. Yeah, it's like damaged.
It's roughly 20.
It's not looking great.
Yeah, Shariah. That's not Shariah.
There's some scratches on the paint and shit. It's
it's at the point where the lights are starting to flicker, and so it's at that percentage. It's at light flickering percentage.
Was this? I'm just wondering, like, because you can transfer ownership of stuff. I'm just wondering, did PL transfer ownership of this to Waffles, or was it always a Waffles one? Does anybody know?
I want to say it's always been Waffles. I want to say that in my heart, because
that's fine. Because then we can call it PanFam 1 anyway, so that's fine.
Well, yeah, I just feel like it would have been we would have heard more shit about it if it had been originally PL's and they transferred it, right? I mean, this would be like a.
But either way,
like if this was like a last second thing, it would be like we did it right, but they're just kind of no selling it like a Keepstar, it's no big deal. Right, and it's not. I mean, these things are just laying around Delve.
Mm-hmm.
They're
this is true.
Right. I mean,
I look like a what?
Sitting around in Delve.
Killer Fox says I look like a young Keemstar. I'm
look like a young Keemstar.
I'm not familiar with that term.
I'm not either.
I'm afraid to become familiar with that term, right?
I'm oh, Keemstar. Okay, yeah, I see Keemstar. Like we'll show a picture of Keemstar. In a second, hang on.
Like you've got. Does this look like a young Keepstar? I don't. This is my Keepstar. Yeah, like this is how I keep star.
Is that like the high sign?
I think you're thinking it.
Right. It's like I think it's angled a little bit, right? Like,
that's Keemstar right there.
And then shit comes out your mouth.
Oh, there's a face I haven't seen in forever. Hey, Sir9, what's up, man? Shout out to Sir9.
So RJ on the stream right now is Keemstar. That's what people are saying. You look like a young version of.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool. I see the resemblance, definitely.
It probably would have helped if I shaved my beard this morning, but I actually trimmed it down because it was getting a little annoying. As much as I love it, it gets annoying when it gets long.
I thought I'd do brackets off for this because it'll be a beautiful explosion when that does actually happen.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah, you do have a nice, much nicer view than my sort of low graphics zone view, right? Like it's not.
I still love your presentation style, Paramedic. So
it's authentic. I can tell you that much for sure. Like I'm not trying to be anything other than it is, right?
You're making me want to go out to the surplus store and kind of go get a vest because I had to turn mine in. But
is that, you've got something underneath the jacket, right?
Well, I mean, I'm armored up because I don't want to be out here. Fucking, they have a point defense on there. There's actually somebody manning this, I'm told. So
we need to use the F word 5 times in the stream, okay?
The F word.
Yeah. God, we have quotas we need to stick to.
The F word, faxes.
Ah, right. Yes, that's a dirty word right there.
I actually have a fax machine, like in system. It's cloaked though.
Fucking beautiful.
Oh my god!
I love you so much, man. Holy shit, that's amazing.
I don't want to uncloak it. It's dangerous. No.
Oh,
So
you
I
made
meant
my day, man.
to ask you, paramedic. What's up with your hat?
Oh, my. Well, it's my battle ball. I'm not wearing it today because I've actually been storing Kirkland signature blueberries in it. You know, they're delicious, and they're sponsoring the show today. It's full of delicious Kirkland signature blueberries. Yeah, like they're delicious for showing up to fleets and such like, and then docking again.
Oh my god!
PL should get used to these because it's a lot of them.
They look like cannon shot.
Are they blueberries or
blueberries? Blueberries.
Okay, so we're like a hard re.
Right. A hard re.
I totally had to clip that. I totally had to clip that fax machine bit.
It was an amazing thing.
That was good.
It's just there. Yeah.
The official report Keepstars at 21%.
21%.
21. It's gone up. It's gone up 1%. What the fuck?
Nah, that was my estimate.
We've got reps on it because we want to make sure everybody gets to whore on it. That's the point that we've come to in this war. We're repping this shit. To try to get everybody on the kill mail without tie-dye, right? We're cycling people through.
There's been multiple times where we've been taking down jammers, and I've been there kind of going, for fuck's sake, and I'm repping it because goons just haven't stopped firing on it. Like it's at half armor, and it's like, no, we like you guys need to stop firing. I'm there repping it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the reality sometimes is you just have to. I mean, goons are really good at pressing F1 once, one time. We're not used to pushing it a second time because you usually don't have to, right? You have to change target first.
That's like every 15 minutes because you got to press for the reload. We got to tell you.
Right.
Cycle your guns.
But you don't do that either. When it's not until the FC goes like, "Hey guys, fucking cycle your guns again," and you go, "Oh, piss, right? Yeah, I haven't been shooting for like
20 minutes.
20 minutes now, yeah. Right? Like, oops. What can you do?" So,
for those who are tuning in to this high production value podcast and have no idea about the significance of this Keepstar, would anyone like to share some information? Because I'm really good at making segues, but not actually can provide.
I've got some side information right now. Scythe, who is unable to be with us today, is at work, and he says hi. He's so mad. He's at work today. He'd rather be here with us.
So my question is, so here's like my question. And we saw this, we've seen this in this Keepstar siege, and we saw it at the siege of UALX. Why is it that everyone is enthralled with shooting the butt of Keepstars?
That's where the explosion.
Like all the cinematics CCP has put out has put these big grand fights in front of them. So why
Baby got back. Baby got back. Gotta shoot from the back.
We're just like coming up slapping that butt.
That's where the box that says "Do not shoot" lives. You know, the TNT box. And if you shoot that box, you blow up the Keepstar.
Right. There's like
I think the main FCs for most people don't actually realize what the front or the back of the actual Keepstar is. They think that those parts where all the various different Titans and Supers and subcaps and stuff come out are actually the engine exhaust ports, and the front is actually that kind of part there. So as far as they're concerned, they're shooting at the front.
You said engine ports on the Keepstar. Does anyone have a point? Just think I might walk away.
I noticed a lot.
You didn't realise they could move.
Do they have thermal exhaust ports that are only like 3 meters wide?
Yeah, that's why it takes so long to hurt them, right? You've got to sit there and just fucking plank for hours until
enough for a proton torpedo.
You get it down in there, right?
Can you fit Womp Rats in it?
Ah, maybe.
I'm about to find out. That's what I brought to the fight.
Oh god, crossing sagas.
Are you trying to zoom in to it, by the way?
I'm trying to see about the percent. I don't want to really get too close until, like, I've already hoard on it, and I want to go try, roll the dice. Right, you want to roll the dice for the final damage.
Shiraz saying it's 13%.
Okay. It's got a ways before. I don't think I'm about to push it over the edge right now with my 2.
I swear my fleet has gone remarkably quiet.
The is whooping everything onto the Keepstar to sacrifice in a bloody whelp.
That's pretty usual. That's typical.
Yeah.
I mean, man, look at all that firepower.
You have to start every campaign with the whelp of the fleet.
This is the kill timer, yes. So this Keepstar will go boom.
On my screen, it's not going to go boom. It just kind of goes like, this is the Keepstar, right? And then it kind of goes like, eh.
Yeah.
Right? Just kind of like, eh. And then it's just falls
and then
apart.
It's over.
Yeah, that's it. That's all of it. It's like, oh, oops. Swap the model.
There's a fleet with tons of drones about to deploy, so they're going to go try and crash the node.
Oh, fantastic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's all we need.
All the supers and carriers are going to land. They're going to launch their fighters, and yep.
And this will be over before it begins.
Yeah, guys, I'm really worried about the chances here. Something.
Okay, is there even tie-dye yet?
Oh, there's plenty of tie-dye.
Tie-dye
has just spiked to 13%.
It's good. It's nice.
I don't tell the brackets.
It's actually going down, like it's at 15 now, but...
Yeah, very slightly.
I remember we got Tyrone saying...
I love how ugly... I love how ugly, but like usable Eve looks with brackets on, but with brackets off it looks beautiful.
It's a beautiful game.
Yes, I still got video of that, the first one that went down because I was streaming that, the MTAC-O one, the MTAC-O Keepstar.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. I actually got a lot of stuff off of that. Like, they actually linked my stream on PC Gamer, which just like blew my mind. But it was a different link because it was But that was a really interesting and fun fight. It wasn't really a fight. I think everybody just came in to blow it up. Getting reports of 11%.
Get your tie-dye on. Guys, I'm starting...
How many Northern Keepstars have been destroyed so far? Well, because it's the North, it's not their Keepstar. It's actually our Keepstar, if you want to spin it a little bit. These are actually Goon Keepstars in a way. So, yeah, answers on the postcard.
Like, in what way? Like, we built them, or...
I don't know.
The material came from Delve because you can't get anything what doesn't come from Delve. And
yeah, so since this was a homegrown produced Keepstar from Delve, this is actually a Goon Keepstar going down right now, and the North hasn't lost anything at all strategic or important whatsoever.
This is the point we're at. Like we're so bored with the people that we're fighting that we're producing our own content these days.
Exporting content, as it were. 600 Titans at a time.
I was so close to it finishing.
And falling.
Let's be real too. There were quite a few hostiles in the area, right? We had some NC Dot and some Horde and Try and it looks like PanFam and then a bunch of newts, and just real talk, y'all are here to Horde too. Like, y'all are going to be on this kill mail.
Oh, no doubt.
Right. Like 100%. 100% y'all are shooting this Titan, right? if you're in chat right now and you are Red Dragoons, and that's fine, like no judgment, whatever, but just X up if you're here to whore on a keep star that's like friendly.
It's okay to whore. It's okay to whore.
Yeah, it's okay to whore. I'm not in a fleet, right? Like I'm here in a fucking travel raptor with 2 fucking 150 millimeter railguns because that's twice the chance that I actually get the final kill.
There's one claimant. I mean, come on. Why are you whoring on that? No, I'm kidding.
That's right. Oh yeah, but I'm already reporting you to Doom Chinchilla right now on the backbone. Right, like
whore away.
Right. No, it's good. That's like, let's be honest. That's real. That's real.
I heard if you want to backbone Doom Chinchilla, you got to send them Taylor Swift gifts.
Makes sense.
See, the one thing about Doom Chinchilla though is I haven't actually seen him tweet about like, waffles can get fucked in the same way that he, tweeted Shadow Cartel can get fucked when their Keepstar was going to die. So it's interesting.
Yep. So as Gooey said, NC killed their own faction Fortisar. There were Moa faction Fortisars, I believe, 3 of them.
They were Moa's gone. Moa's no more. I also shout out to the guy I met at FanFest from Moa. We shook hands, a restroom. You know how that goes. And I told him I'd see him there, and I'm really disappointed that they didn't last until we got up there. So whoever that guy was, hello. And did you join NC Dot or something? Like, will I still see you? Or you were really looking forward to us coming up there, and then NC Dot blew up all your forts.
Didn't want us to get the kills. And
I guess that was the thing. Just a mismatch of values, right? Like just a misunderstanding of values. We just wanted the Fortisars to die. So job done. Like we didn't have to fly up. That great. You know,
Kara, are your dogs acutely attuned to knowing when Keepstars die?
Yeah, they're like sounding the alarm. Kind of. They're never gonna stop either until it blows up because of the tie-dye. So I hope y'all enjoy this. Like this is our reality for a little bit. I could probably mute myself, but
I mean that's the dogs of war, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
You gotta have dogs of war.
They're also whoring on the Keepstar. I think they're up there on my laptop.
Using their own specific form of ECM.
Right, they have their own accounts. Right, that one of them flies my Rorqual normally. I think that's up here. I think that came up here with the dreads. I call it a Horqual. It's my Horqual, and I use it to something like that. Just go with that joke. Just go with it. I'm actually going to pull it because I can't see this in the chat.
What's the percentage on?
It's low.
Percentage is low.
Give me a second because
low percentage. It's a low percentage.
So we are like in deep tie-dye, and I'm lagging because
I only got it
it's at 9% right now.
I only got it at 17% tie-dye.
It probably has more percent than the amount of supers trapped in UALX.
They're out. Let's be real. Those guys are all out.
They're all out.
I'm not even fucking around. Elo Knight, first of all, there was a guy who called me anything but a child of God on Test's side because I mentioned that, we're not really that interested in good fights, and he thought that was dishonorable, and that was weird. But he was the only guy who was trying to resist Elo Knight, and he was bitching about the fact that Knight's guys were shooting up fighters, and that was super, super clever. For anybody who wasn't super paying attention to that, Ela Knights guys, Black Legion guys came in with Moonins and dropped just hella ECM drones and just fucking erased fighters and bubbles. Like, that's all they did was just they just drone out fighters and shoot on bubbles, and it worked really, really well. And I think that Legacy just kind of lost their will to throw fighters to Moonins, like just feeding fighters to Moonins. And you can't really apply in a carrier against a Moonin if your fighters are getting ECM droned.
It's fucking difficult. It's fucking difficult as a with fighters to basically even keep up with Moonins, like especially if they're full burning. So
right, and I don't. What's the size of the drone bay on a Moonin? How many drones can they throw?
Not many.
No, not many at all. Like
is it like 1, 2, 3, something like that?
I think it's like one set of lights.
One flight. Yeah. So they can throw 5 drones out.
5 lights, yeah.
5 lights. So that's 5 applications of ECM to the fighters. 3, I guess, of attempts at damage. So, I mean, you can really, with better numbers, just fucking turn off fighters. Right? I mean, it was a pretty good... It was nice to watch, and it was nice to sit in a salvaging Raptor and just scoop up exploded shit from the middle of the fray.
That's pretty boss, yeah.
Made decent money with that. It hasn't died yet, but you can tell their barking is slowed down because of the tie-dye. Right? It's cycling real slow now. It's shit.
Yeah.
Barf. Barf.
Right. See, they're just cycled again.
I prefer tie-dyed barking to not typical normal full speed yapping. I have to say.
It feels bad for all the fighters. This tie-dye probably all being caused by fighters because fighters.
Right. Reach back into my battle bowl there. Kirkland signature blue ball race. Delicious.
We're gonna get over that.
And nutritious. Part of a well-balanced diet. Try them with salt. 2 great tastes that taste great together. Delicious.
Yummy.
Yeah.
So are they actually they're sponsoring the show?
I hope so.
At least they're sponsoring you.
At least I just hope they sponsored a show after all the plugs I've been doing. It would only be fair. But I don't really know how that advertising hype thing works, so I'm just going to assume.
If only we had an affiliated Amazon link to get, so you can go and get them.
Oh shit! I have to reload my guns. I have made a huge mistake. I have really fucked this up. Yeah,
and the final percentages, you're definitely not going to get the final kill if you're having to reload right now.
If they're still cycling, God, they're taking so long to. Well, it's tie-dye. It's a tie-dye thing. I was going to say maybe I should just warp back to the Astrahus, dock up, reload, undock, fly back. But that would go even slower. That's not how this works. That's not how the game works at all.
Not how any of this works.
Yeah. Speaking of hyping,
apparently Zekill is also dead.
That's been happening a lot lately. I think it's still trying to catch up.
Zekill's been having its issues, yeah, definitely.
It's rebuilding the whole fucking database to like the dawn of time. So, like, that's a lot of shit to rebuild. There's
this guy who runs Zekill. His name's like Squishy or something.
It's something like that. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Let's just cycle him here. There we go.
You finally got them reloaded?
I should know this person's name, but I can't, and I'm bad.
I really feel like I should know his name, but I will say, like, I gotta give a lot of respect because that is a third-party thing, right? Like, it's so much part of the game at this point that we're just like, Zekill board, of course, right? That's where you go to find out about kill. But like, that's not actually a CCP thing. That's not part of the game. It's being provided as a service, which is great. I think that's great. As great as Kirkland's signature blue ball wreath. I didn't eat lunch either, so this helps. But I'm glad we got to that check. I wanted that bit to come up so I could start eating. Yeah. But what was I gonna? Oh, right. Speaking about hyping, I got scolded the other day. There is a new recorded media task force. That's RMT Records. We've just released a new single, Mad Bros. And I didn't kind of, like, I'm an editor at INN, and I didn't really kind of think to post an announcement about that. Like,
anything about, like, what
anything at all, right? And then it was out, and our editor-in-chief was hearing about it from fuck who knows, and I was like, oh, shit, yeah, we did that. That happened. So I'm gonna try to be better about hyping for such as the Imperium, right? And because I don't really show any partisanship or bias in any way, ever. And
well,
what's the
point?
I don't know.
You don't need to show bias when it's just the truth, right?
Right. That's it. Fair and also balanced is how I like to be with the news. Much like my diet with these blue ball wreaths.
Excellent, Kirkland.
Right. Also fair and balanced. Yeah. And these are exported. These come all the way from Delve. You know, when people their fleets undock and then just dock back up, and then PL forms up, and they get really fucking mad on Reddit. And that's the tears from that are what we use to water the blue ball refields, the Kirkland signature blue ball wreath.
I'm just shaking my head now at this point.
Well, that looks like that blew up. That keeps our blow up. Oh god, warp off. Oh Jesus. Or I got ECM. It could go either way. I don't know. Nobody knows for sure.
I think I'm seeing some stuff going on. No, there's still gunfire onto it. You might have been ECM. Someone may have found you an ECM.
That would be hilarious. That would be,
thank you to RU Rockets, by the way.
That would be great. Right.
So, did everyone else?
I just got L minor. That is great. That's some good shit. It's classic.
I think. Well, I mean, you know, Imperium's Titan fleet seemed to have stopped firing. So.
Oh yeah, it's definitely showing a blown up model. I don't know at what point that changed. I guess I'll just
I think if the models end up switching, it's done, but they wouldn't be firing at it still, or wouldn't be able to. I don't know, it's weird.
Maybe they're shooting the dudes coming out of it, right? Like the bodies, not
just being ejected.
Right.
The millions of people that live on the Keepstar that are now
right. The Keepstar is evacuating, and some asshole just bosons them, and it's like, well, welcome to Delve, motherfuckers. That's a traditional goon greeting when we meet people. Is just to boson them, and that's just how we do.
Well, to try to hit them with a boson. Sometimes, the majority of the time, we miss horribly and kill our own people because we're that good.
I mean, if you get a kill mail from it, is it really a miss?
Something popped.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
No, it is.
I was like, oh, look, they killed the Keepstar, but the explosion wasn't the right scale. Oh, there it goes. Just Eve, nothing to see.
Shoot blues every day. That's just how I feel in my heart. Also, reds.
Oh, I just came back to witness the explosion.
It's a very bright light. I'm worried if I should probably get, if I should look at this, because I don't have any skin cream at the moment, the sun cream. I feel like it's burning.
Yeah, so I just recently refilled my my chalice of our enemy's tears.
Nice.
And I got myself my own blue balries. Apparently they are a delicacy in Delve now.
Right. There's a lot of them going around.
Yeah. I guess that means they turned from a delicacy to, I guess, standard commodity.
It's like the reverse of the lobster thing, right? Like lobsters were poor people food, and now
now it's a delicacy.
Now it's a delicacy, and this is like the opposite of that.
It would be nice if that shockwave we're seeing would continuously keep on going, and whoever's in line with it would get waxed or whatever. But
see a whole bunch of Titans get bumped by
not just in that one sphere. It'd be or not that one ring. It'd be
spherical. Yeah, it would be spherical. That would be kind of badass.
Right.
So, who's going to salvage the Keepstar wreck?
I didn't bring that.
In Rorquals right now to do it.
Right.
Fleet of Rorquals and Nocti have already warped in to begin salvaging the wreck and scooping up.
Scooping the loot.
Porquals, I think.
PQ stuff. I like to get my the tears of my enemies filtered, so they're not that salty. I'm not a big fan of salty tear water. I don't like the flavor. It's a nice thing to have, but.
Oh, so we do have also. That's another thing that was going on. I'm on the Keepstar. We got the Alliance tournament.
Yes,
Goons are probably going to win.
And we're going to win because the Emperor of the Imperium is flying as the team captain.
I was not aware that you could fly a wyvern in the Alliance tournament. But you learn something every day.
It's a defanged wyvern. It doesn't have all it has is tank.
Right, there's no fighters allowed, so just the wyvern with small autocannons on it. Mm-hmm. That's probably an exception to the rule made by because
dear leader.
It's our dear leader, and of course, I've heard that the commentators are already showing their bias. And that Slice were called renters.
Yeah. I would say that. Considering most of the commentators this year are from Origin.
Right.
I think there are 3 of the over how many there are from Origin.
And I was so close to saying, but Laz is there, but then I realised, fuck, Laz is in Origin.
Yeah, Laz is updating his APIs.
But he's out experimenting. It's fine.
Tell me about Origin, because I don't know. I don't know shit about Alliance Tournament. Right, I'm bad at PvP, so it's not my scene for sure. I have one.
Well, I'm not exactly anybody who's who knows much about Origin. Never been in it, but I have been FC'd by Elo, and he is a very, very, very fast and very repetitive, caller when it comes to FCs and target calling. And
so Origin is like a Black Legion. Origin Black Legion.
The main.
Yeah, Origin is basically the main kind of corporation that basically, creates Black Legion.
Right. I see. And so, and Elo, of course, being their kind of star FC, he is very good.
It's like a superstar. It's a superstar FC kind of alliance. Essentially, Black Legion doesn't really exist if Elo isn't playing. And it's only really exists when Elo is playing, so...
Mm-hmm. Black Legion was dead for the last, 2 years or something, because Elo was gone?
They were definitely dead. They're fairly newly back, I think, even, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost, 6 months started to pick back up.
But that right there just goes to show what you do when you put all your eggs in one basket. One guy's gonna be friggin' doing the best, and then he leaves, and everything just we don't know what to do with our hands.
Yep.
You made a hand joke.
What? Oh, how the hell did you get that?
Off.
Reached into your internet.
Yeah, I just reached in there and
You found an adjacent wormhole.
I still think that Alliance tournaments should be fought in 10% tie-dye.
That would be the most realistic.
It would be realistic, but it would really negate all the point. Because in 10% tie-dye, you literally have all the time to be as like fast reactionary, like in terms of reaction times and thinking as you can. If it was at like 190% tie-dye, that would be amazing.
190% tie-dye would, I guess, infer that you're going backwards in time, not slowing down, because you can only have up to 100% tie-dye and that's stop.
Well, no, this is not the case. I have seen it. I have experienced it. You can actually push tie-dye into a positive, so it can actually speed things up. So 150% tie-dye is actually twice as fast.
0 is where it's stopping, 100% is,
200% tie-dye is twice as fast. And so on and so on. It's fucking crazy because it means that like so many things take, it just everything is magnified, and like all your mistakes and all your kind of like reaction times are magnified like tenfold, and it becomes insane.
There was one year where there was just nothing but like it was the first year after the Bastion module was implemented. And so a lot of AT teams were bringing in Marauders because they had just insane tanks and insane damage application.
Right.
And so you would basically get into like a bunch of situations where it would just go to overtime with the reverse tie-dye. And it would just be like two Marauders just slugging out at each other. It'd be like two what's the Raven Marauder? I can't remember what that thing is.
The Golem.
Yeah, the Golem.
It's fucking insane.
Like ancillary shield reps and just launching torpedoes at each other is dope.
But the Golem is an insane. Like I've seen Golems insane like tank like siege dreads before. Like maybe not like multiple dreads, but like I've seen a siege dread like not kill a Golem.
Wow.
Just because of its tank, just because of its local tank. It's insane.
Listen here, Wolfenstein. I don't want to hear about physics stuff. I didn't pass physics in high school.
Man, if you even tried. I mean, I didn't even take physics in high school. I figured somebody really smart is going to figure that shit out, and they don't need me pulling down the...
I told that
physics
teaching lady I didn't need to know about that Sir Isaac Newton person.
Right. I'm trying to find the, let's do it this way.
I have something to put on the screen.
All see the first Alliance tournament flagship that tied. That was 32 billion ISKIs.
Please don't use the word ISKIs.
I know it upsets you, that's why I do it.
The ISK, please use the true
All right.
name.
Let's see.
We are not
1,000.
huggy waving here.
There's a no puppy wave zone.
Say what?
No puppy wave zone.
No puppy wave.
No puppy wave zone right here. This show, no puppy wave zone. Apparently.
Now we just need to set up
what would you consider a puppy wave and what do you consider not a puppy wave? That's what I'm wondering.
We just need
puppy
to
waves.
set Nightbot up to automatically remove messages with puppy waves.
Right. So Throw me up real big. Make me real big.
Oh, make you go big? Okay.
I want to, big in me. Big in
go.
me.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm big. I'm big.
You're big, man. You're big.
So if you look like right here, oh, my arm's just cutting right off. If you look like right here, right, you see where my name is? That is the minimal whore zone. Anybody below there is a bigger whore than I am. Okay, so you can see how many people are bigger whores than me. Let's see who the biggest whore. Oh, there's a lot of zeros.
Must be this tall, the whore.
Yep, the biggest whore in the world are all these 0 ones down here. No, it's a no damage zone. Let's see if I can.
Surely the biggest whore has the final blow.
Right. That's in the cheapest ship, I think, too.
Yeah.
Right, we've got
I hear that the initiative is going to be playing in the Alliance tournament in like 10-15 minutes.
That should be good to watch. Who are they playing against?
Actually, I don't have the brackets open, but someone who will surely end up losing. But obviously, saying that, I have now doomed initiative to the loser brackets.
Wow, that was a interesting kind of comeback. If everybody's watching that, I wouldn't say necessarily comeback. It was almost even ish.
See if I can find the bracket.
Sarah Baines of Snigwafa with 0 damage at the end there in the Mali. Way to wait until like the last second to cycle on that. That was pro. That's the kind of pro whoring that only elite PvP can accomplish.
Oh yeah. I'm just finding the brackets right now. Immediate destruction. That's who initiative are facing off with.
We know anything about those guys?
A group called Immediate Destruction. I have never heard of them.
It doesn't really specify which direction, does it?
No, it really does not.
Warren Beanstalk of Horde. Civilian Gatling railgun on a crow. I love it. That's pro. That's great.
And it does seem as though Goonswarm actually got through against the League of Unaligned Master Pilots. So clearly they weren't masterful enough.
Wait, really? We advanced?
Yeah, you guys advanced, man. Did
we get a buy?
You're against Skill Yourself now. your next showing is against Skill Yourself.
Did we get a buy or?
No. You went through on just beating the living shit out of the other dudes.
The Wyvern had to help.
It must have been the Wyvern, right? I guess that to the line. I don't know that Mittens can fly anything else, so I mean that's.
No,
I'm unsure either.
Right. He's extracted all the other skills except that one and Empire Management 18 or whatever the hell those skills are for.
He knows the best shit. Wyvern, all over everything. Space ammo over everything.
Except for all the skills he needs for the Wyvern and Spin Theory 8.
Right, Spin Theory. It's
I've actually been debating draining out a lot of my skills market to pay for my avatar.
If it weren't for the fact that I was also training one of my carrier pilots into Orqual right now, I would probably just go ahead and extract all of the useless drone skills I have on her. Because why else would I need it? It's a carrier, and Why would I need heavy drones, light drones, and medium drones 5?
No, they're probably some kind of idiotic prerequisite. Like for fax machines, how you need to have some stupid drone shit. Like,
Mike Flood, that is not true. Dear Leader only flies a Wyvern. If Dear Leader logs in, he is flying a Wyvern.
Oh, he did borrow an avatar. I do remember him saying that.
No,
I think he probably injected that, and
Paramedic,
borrow is the wrong word.
Fake news. You are the fake news.
Borrowed is the wrong word. I believe he commandeered an avatar. Is that better? Is that
No.
better?
No, because you're still just saying fake news.
Piss. I take accusations.
He doesn't say fake
very
news.
seriously.
Like, let's get this correct. Let's get this actually correct. Like Paramedic never actually says fake news. It's just alternative news.
I make the news.
Alternative facts, yeah.
Something like that. Right, they're alternative facts. That's it.
Titans. That's a lot of Titans. Where am I on this kill mail?
There's the beauty right there.
I like this Nyx that did 297 damage. That is an incredible amount of damage.
You must have impressive skills for that.
That was
no doubt.
That was the space superiority Nyx, like the one Nyx.
Why do I have this strange feeling that he didn't actually orbit at the right distance? He just got like a few shots off, and then the PDS
killed one
all
fighter.
Fighter
He just launched one fighter to do damage, and then pulled it back in after one shot.
That was his whoring Nyx. Just brought his third account out with the whoring Nyx to whore on some kills. Nyxes don't get a lot of kills usually, so I mean that makes sense.
No.
You have to get what you can in a Nyx.
I hoard harder than an entire Jackdaw fleet, it looks like. Wow. Thanks to those heroes, by the way.
I'm looking for my name. I know I did at least 2,000 damage.
I'm just gonna beat you to your name because I'm gonna just search it. And you did less damage than me. Get ruined.
What? How much damage did I do?
1,040.
What?
That's an embarrassment.
You see,
Raptor superiority, guys. Raptor superiority.
Yep, there I am. 1,040 with a Megathron.
See, I don't know whether this is good or bad, but like I didn't really care. But I was flying Logi in that fleet, so I didn't even have anything to whore on it.
You're a true hero, though. I mean, your reward comes not from a dope-ass kill board, but from the satisfaction that comes from your stipend of delicious.
Oh, my kill was pretty dope. My kill was pretty dope.
And the tears of our enemies.
I don't need to pad my kill board. That's the thing. I think that's the case.
I really have to go looking around with the wife for the light for my Sol Rock. It tastes like garbage, by the way. These enemy salts taste like garbage.
They don't have enough oracles in their diet.
No, they're deficient.
Yeah, they are oracles deficient.
They don't have the supplements that Curve
to
protein bars have.
If we can double the size of our salt lamps.
I'm looking at the fit on this.
I would be worried that it's a scam if they're trying to double anything.
Right, a salt doubler. The old.
I will double your salt.
So I was just reading the ping.
Apparently, Phage and Terror has already lost their flagship. One of the new Triglavian battleships was apparently going to be their flagship.
Lord.
2 billion ISK. That's how much the first one went down for. That's like 2 supers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to set up a streamception, but I don't know if I have the mental capacity. We've got 2 minutes left in the show, so actually that's dumb.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like, oh, maybe I should pull up the AT stream, but no, that would be.
Start streaming the streamception.
Yeah, I was gonna stream another stream, but not like with the rehosting thing that you can do with Twitch, but with my own thing where I put it up on a screen and then I capture a portion of the screen like an idiot, as one does.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain. Like, I would restream if I thought that it was not against like Twitch terms of service, but I kind of feel like it might be. So
yeah, we'll have to read into that. Yeah, we got like what, a minute left? Probably start getting to the closing argument.
Sorry?
We got what, like a minute left? We probably start closing it out. Yeah.
Closing it.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts are well, in terms of me, I hope the initiative go on to getting into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, or maybe even the finals. Go in it. You guys?
Dear Leader will, I'm sure, see our AT team to victory with his flagship Wyvern. He is, after all, the Emperor of the Imperium, so.
Right. I'm going to hedge Durandus, and I'm going to go ahead and pre-say that we didn't want to win the AT anyway.
That will also be true.
We weren't even trying, and we're going to get exactly as far as we planned to get.
So my final thoughts, didn't get to go over it, but CCP made an awesome decision over this past week. Actually, it was yesterday. They're going to use Unreal Engine for like the rest of their side Eve stuff, which is, I think, the best decision I've heard come out of them in an extremely long time. That is a freaking awesome engine. If anybody's in that kind of realm or thinks that way, but yeah.
And hopefully they'll mothball Eve and free us.
You'll never be free. Never.
I have nothing of value to add at the end here, apart from AMOC is recruiting.
AMOC is recruiting. I haven't done my due diligence as an AMOC member posting that enough.
Yeah, I feel like we said it a lot last time, so it kind of balances out.
Right.
All right. Sorry, I'm in the middle of like watching and being in fleets and all that kind of stuff. So, like, I totally didn't even see that. That's my bad. That is my bad. But that'll probably about do it for the show. I imagine you guys all said this stuff. Things just tend to happen and tend to fall as they fall. Like, unfortunately, my attention was drawn otherwise.
Just dropping the blue ball reads all over.
It's how it is. It's how it is with such a busy weekend. But even so. Thank everybody for coming. Thank you, Arandus. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Paramedic, and thank you, Falhon. And yeah, that'll about do it for Push to Talk. We'll see you next weekend, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bring your salt rocks.